Yes, we are always back to mind our business. We are always back for business. And now we are also back for business. And what is business? The business of declaring the gospel. The business of declaring the true gospel of Christ. The business of propagating the undiluted gospel. Now, we shall be talking about today, as we have just introduced some times ago, some days back, but just introduce who will enter into the kingdom and those or who is worthy to enter into the kingdom. So part of it now is this, part of the explanation of that, Advent is this. So we are reading from the book of Luke chapter 9, verse 59. Let's read from verse 59. Now the Bible said, "And he said unto another, Follow me. But he said, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father. Jesus said unto him, Let the dead bury the dead, but go thou and preach the kingdom of God." Verse 61 said, "And another said, Lord, I will follow thee, but let me first go bid them farewell. Much are at home at my house." And he said, verse 62, "And Jesus said unto him, No man, having put his hand on a plow and looketh back, is fit for the kingdom of God." Now, the person that is fit for the kingdom is he that is constantly doing the will of God. Not he that after a while he draw back. You put your hand on a plow, you put your hand in the serving God, you put your hand in declaring the gospel, you put your hand in faithfulness, you put your hand in righteousness and sanctification, and at a point you draw back. If you draw back, you're not fit for the kingdom. The kingdom is for those who perpetually declare or follow the true Christ, the true gospel of Christ. The people who obey constantly the doctrine of Christ and the teaching of Christ, and not those who do 99% and offend the one. If you offend the one, you're guilty of all, according to James chapter 2. So those who are worthy are those who constantly or persistently walk in the status of Christ's teaching. They are the only people who will enter into the kingdom. Now let's see the book of also read from the same book of Luke chapter 12. The same book of Luke chapter 12. The same book of Luke chapter 12. Verse 16. Okay, let's see from verse 20, as the case may be, because of our time. "But God said unto him, Thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall those things be which thou hast provided?" Look at verse 21. "So is he that lay up treasure for himself is not fit for the kingdom, or not rich towards God." Now, these are the people who are worthy of entering into the kingdom. Look at what the Bible says there. Look at this man, he has everything. He said to himself, Eat and marry, he wants to enjoy pleasure. But God said, This night that soul is required from thee. Who will those things be which thou have provided? And he said, verse 21, that he that lay up treasure for himself is not rich before God. So what does that imply? It means that if you lay up treasure, pile up riches, pile up material things for yourself, build skyscraper, build the highest mansion, buy the highest car, get private jet and whatever you get, pile it up for yourself, you are not fit for the kingdom. So if you fit for the kingdom, you relinquish. You take care of the less privileged, take care of the poor. You don't lay up treasure for yourself. You are not fit for the kingdom. Those who pile up treasure, pile up riches for themselves. Look at the less privileged, look at the people in the prison, look at the people in the hospital, look at the less privileged in our communities. Look at them everywhere, the less privileged, the orphans. Just as we earlier told you, we go to less privileged, we go to the orphanage home to render our charity, we go to prison to render our charity, we go to hospital by the grace of God as a philanthropic Christians, as philanthropic preachers or teachers of the world. So this is what God expected us to do in accordance to the gospel of Christ, in line to the teaching of Christ or doctrine of Christ. So if you lay up treasure for yourself and you're not meeting up the Christ-like demands, you are not fit for the kingdom. Based on this injunction, we will pause. In our previous videos, in our subsequent videos, we shall explain more further, or more explanation is available on request. Thank you.